There's still plenty of summer left, but a new school year is just a few weeks away. Students in a northern Minnesota school district have this to look forward to: Fridays off. Carlton, near Duluth, is moving to a 4-day school week. John Lordson shows us why mental health and recruitment are two reasons for the change.
What can we do in Carlton to be so big, so different, so unique, so innovative that Carlton School District would be a school of choice?
If it sounds like Superintendent Danita Stepan is making a sales pitch, she is. She's trying to sell people on the district's new 4-day school week.
We had about 79% of the families who filled out the survey that were in support of a 4-day week. We had about 99% of our teachers and staff that were in support.
The idea began last year. Carlton is a smaller district, so they were trying to figure out ways to compete with surrounding schools.
I can't pay my teachers the same as what Cloquet can or Hermantown can, so we've got to do something different in order to retain and recruit our staff.
After the school board passed the initiative and the Department of Education gave their approval, Carlton saw an increase in teacher applications. But the change is also for student mental health. A small town means kids are in a variety of activities and also working.
They're just busy. They're trying to get their volunteer hours in. They're trying to apply for colleges.
Now Carlton is taking steps to promote their 4-day school week. From billboards to brochures to mailings, Carlton is on a marketing blitz to let families outside the district know what they have to offer. Staff will still be at school on Fridays but won't have their usual workload. And Stepan hopes students will help the community in other ways, through work or volunteering.
I do think it'll be a trend. Superintendents are having these conversations right now. We've got to do something different in public education in order to meet the needs of our kids.
In Carlton, John Lordson, WCCO News.
If you're wondering more about the logistics, the school day will start 15 minutes earlier and then end 15 minutes later, Monday through Thursday. Students also no longer get out half an hour early on Wednesdays, as they've done in previous school years.